Hi, I'm Pati. I run A Small Geeky Chica online, and welcome back to my figure channel. Today we're going to be doing number 6 in my Nendoroid collection, number 489, Kageyama Tobio from the hit show Haikyuu. So in my last video, we did Hinata, but at the same time that I bought Hinata back in 2015, I also ordered Kageyama Tobio, of course, to go with Hinata. And they both arrived at my home, and I've had them since 2016. So I've had them for almost 9 years now. And they're both super adorable. So we have here Kageyama Tobio, our setter from our Karasuno Haikyuu team. And he comes, like Hinata, he comes with a ball and his little net, but he has a couple of different pieces that are unique just to Tobio. Here we can see that you can also have him set the ball, and you can also have him wear his little crown, since he's the king of the court. You can see that you can pose him with Hinata, and they have very similar happy celebration poses. You can also set him with him holding the hand in an arm. Again, his little pose with his crown. He also has this classic Tobio kind of face that scares Hinata and the rest of the team. You can have him do a really impactful set where he has this little extra part. And yeah, that's about it. Why don't we open him up and get him out of here? Okay, so here we have Tobio in his box, but let's get him out. So like I said last time, from this point, I've already opening it with a box cutter at the bottom and cutting that sticker. I think for Tobio, we should have most of his parts. We'll see. Should still all be in here. So let's get him out of the blister. That's what these are called again. And then we can see. Here is Tobio and his little expressionless face, a little grumpy looking face. Classic. You can see I've had him from a really long time, and take a picture with him, so he's gotten a lot of scuffs on his head. Sadly, as we've already learned, I am not the best caretaker of my Nendoroids, because I like to use them a lot in Nendoroid photography, and they fall down a lot while you're trying to pose them. But here you go in his standard pose with his number 9 uniform. His hands are in little fists on the sides. And they come off. Let's get him out of here, put him back down. Like Hinata, he comes with his unique stand, which I think all the Haikyuu Nendoroids do, with a little volleyball court. We can look at his little booklet that comes with all his parts. Switch to English, just to make sure you double check that you have everything. You have the net, the stand, the support stand for parts B and C. And you have this little thing that lets you hold the ball and help you pose the explosives set right there. You have 2 faces plus the one that's already on his body, so that makes 3 in total. You have 2 extra leg parts just like Hinata, worked for bent legs, the volleyball court and net. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more arm positions that you can put him in, plus this little crown, which has a little explanation of how to put the crown on, which maybe I'll show you. And yeah, that's it. So let's take a look at his faces first. He's got one happy, we did a really good set, we scored face, and then he has that what are you saying to me face that scares Hinata and the rest of the gang so much. But yeah, those are his classic faces, and I really love using this one. Let's see. Okay. Just like Hinata, like I said earlier, he has his little volleyball net that you can place with the pole and set up a mini volleyball court scene. Extra neck piece, and then we have right here this little joint, and I think I must have broken one from another piece because I have this little extra piece there, which is gonna ignore for now. But yeah, he has this little piece where you can stick it into the net. Oh, that's probably what's broken. I am missing the little piece that actually goes into the stand. So these are also kind of breakable. You need to be careful. I was not. But yeah, like Hinata, he has this little stand. Let's see. So he has his own volleyball, which is the same style of volleyball that Hinata has, which are always super hard to grab, which you can stick into here. And then you have the explosive volleyball shot. It has also a little hole there for you to place this stand and help it balance out, is what it's supposed to be doing. But I guess I have broken off this piece so I can actually pose it. But I'm pretty sure I have another one from a different Nendoroid that can go there. But yeah, that's how you would set up the explosive set that you can see right here in this picture. Let's focus on it a little bit. Yeah. So the little pole would be helping balance that out, like you can see right there. Anywho, and then one of the most fun parts of this set, at least for me, is Tobio and his little crown, which you can do by just opening his little hair, his little bangs right here, which is the same thing you would do. I'm just gonna take it all off, but the same thing you would do if you were to switch his faces right there. Like most Nendoroids, his hair, the front of his hair just comes off. And we know we just took it out, but let's put it back in and then make a little space. You would take the crown. It has this little plastic right here that, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can focus it right there, which slits right in between the two different hair pieces. And then you just kind of close it in there so that the crown will just stay on his head. Like that. Awesome. So let's just leave his crown on. He, like Hinata, has different shoulder pieces depending on what arms you're going to use. So yes. So this is his right arm. So right here there's a little R, so you can know which arm he's supposed to go. And like I said in the other video, but those definitely correspond to his right arm. So make sure you have him like facing away from you, and then this should be his left arm. And not how he looks when he's facing you, because then you would say right and left are the other ways. So there he goes. You can also tell by his hands, this is his little thumb. And that's him doing a set, I believe. Yeah, this is the arms that they have showing to use his little explosive set right there. Those are those arms. You can give him the straight legs. You can also give him the bent legs. So you would kind of set up that pose kind of like that. Phew. Explosive set. Really quick to Hinata. But anyway, let's take those off for now. And then he has, let's give him this arm, should go here. And he has, let's see, which shoulder should we give him so that he can hold the ball? It's not, like I've said before, super obvious. Isn't even our left joint. We'll see. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, this is L2, so this is... no, this is L2, so this is on the other side. So what about you? You are right too. So let's try this arm and see if we can get him to hold the ball, which we weren't really able to do with Hinata. It needs to fit just in there. Let me see. Actually, I am totally wrong. He is definitely using his other arm to hold the ball in the picture. So let's try that again. But I do think it's one of these arms that go out a little bit more. Oh, so I'm doing the exact thing I was doing before, which is wrong. And then don't think it's this arm then. Let's see, it might be this hand. Hard to tell from the picture. But let's see if we can get him to hold his ball. Let's see if we can get the ball out of here. I have a feeling this is gonna be way more difficult than I'm predicting it to be. It might be the kind of picture where you would need the other little... Yeah, I think you're gonna need the other little stand too. Get him. I think I've done this without using the little extra help, but this might be one where you would need... Well, you can kind of get it to there, but I don't think that's the way that one was supposed to go. This picture might actually be using the little stand to hold the ball in here and isn't actually holding on. Just Tobio holding it on himself. But we tried. We gave it our shot to get him to just do it without needing any extra help or support. But yeah, that's Tobio. He has all his little hands for like cheering like Hinata. And then he has his little arms for setting the ball. And I think, does he even dump? Did I dump? I don't think he dumps, but you could probably set that up too if you wanted to. I might just like use this hand and make it seem like he's dumping like he has done in the anime. But yeah, that is Tobio Kageyama, and he is once again falling apart. But for now, we'll leave him like this, and then I'll set him up and do a little bit of a spin around like I've been doing at the end of my videos. I'll add in some of my Nendoroid photography that I've done with him, because I know I have some at least with him and Hinata since I've had them for a pretty long time. The oldest ones in my collection, really. But yeah, let me know, do you have Tobio? Do you have Hinata? Do you have any of the other Haikyuu boys from either Karasuno or any of the other teams like Nekoma and Seijo and so forth? But yeah, give me a like or maybe subscribe if you're enjoying these videos, and I definitely have about 138 more to go and counting, because I definitely do have some Nendoroids on pre-order besides those ones that I actually own right now. And yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.